The name Yoruba wasn't given by Fulani people. Nnamdi Kanu misunderstood it all. David exclaimed. Nnamdi Kanu, in one of his online broadcasts, had posted that the word Yoruba was given to the Southwesterners by the Fulani people, where he claimed that the name means dubious people. Furthermore, Femi Fani-Kayode also came up to say something similar. However, the two parties are outrightly wrong. Here is what Yoruba means. The meaning of the name Yoruba is controversial, but it's an Arabic name. The origin of the name Yoruba in Arabic is very old, and that is probably why it has a controversial origin, which has generated so much historical discourse. However, most research works happens to agree with one thing. Yahaba is the name of the chief priest that accompanied Oduduwa out of Mecca, but died on the way before the final destination. Riba in Hausa means profit or commission. Therefore, Yariba or Yariba in Hausa means agent who makes profit or takes commission. The Fulanis used to graze their cattle from the north southward during dry season or desertification. The Fulanis were being taxed by the people of Oyo for their cattle tax. The name Yariba that the Sultan of Sokoto gave to Town is just more of the same. The people who identify themselves as Omokaro Ojire were well known for their courtesy and cultured manners, and they had been this cultured for at least 5 centuries. To illustrate the antiquity of the description, Yariba, the eminent Timbuktu writer Ahmed Baba the Black, 1556 to 1627, wrote in the 16th about the neighbors of the Hausas and the Bogus, describing them in Arabic letters, which literally translates into YRB in Arabic vowels were not written. Even today, away from the pulverizing, hustling, degrading energies of the modern cities that reduces human beings to crabs in a bucket, in places where the Omokaro Ojire still manage to exist, vibrating with life's natural energies when they get to the market to buy anything. They start first by greeting and extending goodwill. Ekaro, meaning good morning. Hope the profits are pouring in. Hope you are making profit. And so the people who call themselves Yoruba today said in Hausa what they usually say when they go to their own market to other merchants. Apparently, as far back as the 16th century and right up to the 19th, Omo Ile Karo Ojire remembered their manners, and when they get to the market places where they met the Hausa people, they inquired from them in their usual cautious manner. Ya meaning how, or ye meaning how about, and riba meaning profit. See the dictionary of Hausa English. Yariba or Yiriba, how about profit. Hence, they were known as the people that say Ya Riba, how profit, and so Yariba, and its eventually corruption to Yoruba. I provide verifiable scholarly evidence to invalidate Femi Fani-Kayode claims that the Fulani gave the names Yoruba and Yamiri to Yoruba and Igbo people. Enjoy. Former Minister of Culture Femi Fani-Kayode started a healthy national conversation about the constructedness of collective identities in Nigeria when he repudiated his Yoruba identity because he said the name owes etymological depth to the Fulani and that it has pejoratives, denotations, and connotations. This is, of course, both historical and factually inaccurate. As I pointed out in many preliminary interventions on his claims on social media, The name Yoruba was first attested in a treatise by a 16th century Shanghai Islamic scholar by the name of Ahmed Baba to refer to the people of the ancient Oyo Empire, which included all of present-day Oyo State, most of Oshu State, and parts of Kwara and some western Nigerian states. Ahmed Baba 1613 essay titled Al-Kashf wa Bayan Li, the exposition and explanation concerning the varieties of transported black Africans, mentioned Yoruba among ethnic groups Muslims were justified to enslave. In his 1806 treatise titled Bayan Wujib al-Hijra ala Ibab Sheikh Usmanu Dan Fodio reference Ahmed Baba essay and contested some of its claims. Ahmed Baba had written that the people of Kanu, some of Zakzaki, Zaria, the people of Katsina, the people of Gobe, and all of the Shanghai were Muslims who could never be enslaved. Since Danfodio didn't think the Islam in Hausa land at the time was authentic, he needed to justify his jihad, so he responded to Ahmed Baba posthumously by asserting that what was true of Ahmed Baba claims 200 years ago might not necessarily be true at all other times, since every scholar relates what he sees in his own days. Danfodio's son Muhammad Bello wrote Infaq al-Mansur in 1813, where he also responded to Ahmad Baba in 1613 essay and had cause to mention Yoruba. In other words, the name Yoruba had been used to refer to people of the ancient Oyo Empire at least 200 years before Danfodio and his son Muhammad Bello used it. That invalidates the claim that it was the Fulani who gave the name Yoruba to people in today's western Nigeria. In any case, Yoruba doesn't mean anything in full fold. As etymologists remind us, before a word is attested in writing, it must have existed several years in demotic speech. That means Yoruba had been in use much earlier than 1613 when it first appeared in writing, which is hundreds of years before the Fulani encountered the Yoruba. Now that we had established that it is chronologically impossible for the Fulani to have given the name Yoruba to Oyo people, where did the name come from? It's obvious that Songhai people, who are now found in Niger Republic, part of Benin Republic, and part of Mali as Zama and Dendi, have called Oyo people some version of Yoruba since at least the 1500s, but the name may not be original to them either. Dr. Hussein Abdul, in his forthcoming book titled Partitioned Bogo, states Society and Politics in West African Border Region, makes the persuasive case that the name Yoruba owes lexical provenance to the Batonu people of Bogo, Oyo's immediate northern neighbors, whom contemporary Yoruba people call Bariba, Bariba or Ibariba. The Batonu word for Oyo people is Yori singular, Yorubu plural. The third person reference is to the people is Yoruba. The name was probably sourced from Songhai contact with Bogo, later reinforced through interviews with Batonu slaves in Sierra Leone and popularized by European travelers like Clapperton and missionary documentation such as the works of Samuel Johnson in the 19th century. He wrote, wow, thank you for listening to this news. Viewers, see, no region that doesn't have a rich culture and also a rich name. When you decide to start tracing how this name happens to come about, my dear, believe you me, you will make findings and make findings, and at the end of the day, you'll discover so many meanings. Whether the name was given to by the Fulanis or not, the name still stands singular, and it still stands and still stands and remain with the people that own the name the Yoruba. So, my viewers, I don't know what your own comments concerning what Nnamdi Kanu assertion may be, but please don't forget to leave them behind. Click on the subscription buttons as well as bell button to receive more updates. Thank you.